Hey everyone. So I'm gonna go live just a little early because I've been having some little bit of troubleshooting problems, and I just want to make sure that we're like fully on board with this doing the thing that it's supposed to. So hey, welcome to Monday Night Gritty Birds, and for some reason I am just having none of the things shown up. I went ahead this week and cleaned out all my folders and essentially what it did was take out all the underlays that I had here for this eCam thing. So, this is Gritty Birds Live, and it is my fourth week doing this. So, hello to all of you who pop in and say hey. This was a kind of a different week for the show because I needed to take a little break. So, I'm gonna go here just for a second and share this over here. It says I have a message, and post it onto the wall so that if anyone's over on Facebook, you can come say hi. And this is the studio. If you haven't seen it lately, I've been doing some upgrades and getting it into a space where I can start working on some music. So I got here my Korg P100, and I'm just about to pick up a Roland FA06, and I've been looking a lot at the Roland DS as well, and it's going to be a fun time. I got my little Kai board, and this year I'm going to be doing a lot of recording, not just in music, but also for the podcast. So here I am sharing now to the public, and we're going to get started. So hi, it is a beautiful Monday night here in Portland, Oregon, and yay, I have a listener, a viewer, or something like that. So it's a beautiful night here in Portland, Oregon, and I'm working on tomorrow's episode, which is coming out, which is the second episode of the new season. And I went ahead and just actually finished getting the art ready for that today, and we're going to be featuring, thrillingly, super pumped about this, Lucia Fonsano as well as Sassy Black. So I got a chance to talk to Sassy back in March, right before we took our hiatus, the Treefort Music Festival, and I've known her for a few years because I had the pleasure of opening for her both with Shy Girls and with myself as a part of Siren Nation. So this week is Siren Nation Festival, speaking of, and there are a bunch of really great music shows going on as well as workshops, etc. And this year I'll be giving a workshop with on podcasting and also taking part in a podcast panel, which I'm super stoked about. So that is next Sunday down at the Kennedy School here in Portland, Oregon. And if you have never taken part of those, they're really informative, wonderful events. So super stoked about that. And that's like, I think it's like 10 until, I don't know, 6 or something. And then I'll be able to catch some shows. So on Thursday, there's also a show with Moon Tiger and with Bitchin' and Wild Powers from up in Seattle that are going to be playing. And Lizzo is a part of the lineup this year as well, and I'm super excited to see her again. I'm still working on getting a +1 from her to surprise my friend. It's not a surprise because I already told her that I'm working on it, but we'll see. So this last week, I caught a few less shows than I usually do, but I did get to catch the Benefits of Guzbandry premiere for Portland International Film Festival. Alicia J. Rose. Alicia was a guest in the first season of it, and she is a pioneer, in my opinion, of women in music here in Portland. She has done many things since she transplanted here from San Francisco Bay Area a few years ago. And by I mean a few years ago, I mean a couple decades. And she has done some crazy cool things. And most recently, the crazy cool thing that she has been doing is this thing called the Benefits of Guzbandry. So Guzbandry is the idea is taking on the part of, like, in our day and age, we often focus on marriage, but this is taking a look at how we focus on the relationships we have with the gay men and women in our lives. And a husband is like your life partner who you're not having sex with. So the third season of the show comes out, the second season, the first half of it comes out tomorrow. So that's the Benefit of Guzbandry, and it features a lot of really fantastic Portland artists, including Jessica Boudreau, whose album release I went to last night, and Dave Depper, who released his album this year, and who else? Just having a little brain fart. So that's kind of little pieces about some of the stuff I caught this week. So coming up this week, again, it is absolutely going to be fun to be able to catch a part of Siren Nation. I always have a lot of fun with this. Can go to hit Hell Hath No Funny. Tomorrow's episode also features the comedian with Lucia, who we had back on in March. So last March was a really busy time. We did our last live show, followed by doing going to Tree Fort Music Festival. I went with my friend Sarah, and we had a really fun time. It was a little intense. Going from that show straight to there after starting a new job was something that I definitely, I don't know, that's not necessarily something I would do every day, like in retrospect. So this is going to be a really fun episode, a little bit less cut than the last one. But it seems like we've had some really good reception from the first episode, and I'm crazy excited because this morning I got a response to what I thought was a piece of spam, and it was an email from Radio Public, and I'm touching base with them next week too, and we were featured on their for new seasons for the week, which is really cool. We've never been featured anywhere before, other than like a little bit of Portland media for the first season before it came out, but we haven't had any write-ups in a long time or anything really giving us reviews or kind of pushing us out. So I feel really fortunate and excited about that. Currently, the next step is trying to figure out how to get us onto Spotify, and I'm working with Libsyn right now to see how we can do that. And the biggest challenge that we're encountering is just making sure that all the music is pod safe. So I work with labels and with publicists to make sure that the music on the show is straight and all good. So one of the reasons I don't play music here on this Facebook Live thing is because it would get taken down because I need to have rights to some of music, right? So that's the next step, and hopefully we can get onto Spotify, which would be really cool to be able to get the word out about the show. So yeah, we're 2 episodes in tomorrow, and I don't have a whole lot else to say, but I did want to just touch base today and say, hey, what's up? Send me your music. Right now, this month is November podcast month. So we have a bunch of really cool things going on. Number 1, this weekend is the panel and the workshop, followed by on the 17th is our next live show. And we have a great lineup with Lenore, Neo Geo, and then also Chris Kruger doing a solo yard set. And that's going to be a really special night. I love those events. I live for them. They're really special. We do them quarterly. We haven't had one since May. So it's not very often that I actually get to meet with people, and I'm super excited to be able to have an event where I get to hang out with people twice this month. So that's really special. And it's November podcast month is a month where I get to I've been doing a podcast a day. So I was interviewed today for November podcast month group. They've been doing this for a few years, and I talked to Jennifer Navarre, and I didn't pronounce your name right, Jennifer, and I apologize for that. So I'm going to be on their podcast coming up, and I'm doing one every day through Anchor, and you can go ahead and check that feed out. I'm going to be doing my recording of that right after it, but point is that every day I'm featuring new artists, new music. So if you have music, if you have requests, send them to me. If you have artists that you love, send them to me. If you have a new release, send it to me. Just go ahead. My email is grittybirds, GRITTYBIRDS @gmail.com. And I'm really excited to be able to do that. I might even continue it into December and January. We'll see. I'm pretty sure that December 1st I won't post something. And that is because I'm playing a show. And that's going to be my first show in a long time. I'm playing with mini blinds. And it's at the Crush House, which is a house venue here in Portland. I also set a new show on Monday, January 8th at the Portland Mercado at Barrio. So that's going to be a fun one because my Monday Night Live is going to be me live at the Mercado. So I'm really excited about that. And I'm trying to see if there's some way that I can finagle my new keyboard before that. So that is the long and the short of the day. And we'll catch up more next week, same time, 6:37. I'm going to get back into editing right now, and I'll catch y'all later. I hope you're having a really fun one. Again, always touch base and say hi. It's grittybirds@gmail.com. And if you aren't liking our socials yet, go ahead. We're on Twitter, on Facebook, Instagram, all the things. And just say hello. I like to talk to you. And that's about it. So, mwah!